obeys the law of conservation of mass. Now what is this law of conservation of mass? In any chemical equation, in any chemical reaction, mass can neither be created nor can be destroyed in any chemical reaction. So this is our law of conservation of mass, which is obeyed by each and every chemical reactions. So what actually is the meaning of this? It says the number of atoms of each element remains the same before and after the chemical reaction. So based on this, each and every chemical equation is balanced. So now let us see how to balance the chemical equations. Now let us see how to balance the chemical equations based on the law of conservation of mass. There is no particular method to balance the chemical equations, so we call it as hit and trial method. Let us see one simple example. Hydrogen plus oxygen forms the water molecule. Now what our law of conservation of mass says that the number of atoms of each element entering the reaction must be equal to the number of atoms of the same element after the reaction. Now here we find the number of hydrogen atom entering the reaction is 2 and number of hydrogen atom in this product is also 2. That means hydrogen atom is balanced. But just have a look at this oxygen atom. Here number of oxygen atom is 2 here on the reactant side, while the number of oxygen atoms on the product side is 1. That means the number of oxygen atom is not balanced. You can see the boxes which I have made around these substances. The meaning of this is we cannot make any changes in the molecular structure of the substances entering the reaction and the molecular structure of the product form here. So how to balance this? Here, just check here. The number of oxygen atom is 2 here. So if we put 2 outside this box, this 2 is applicable for this entire water molecule. That means the number of oxygen atom has become 2 here. But when we write 2 here outside this box, the number of hydrogen atom has become 4. So here, to balance the number of hydrogen atom, we write 2 here outside this box. So the meaning of this is 2 molecules of hydrogen plus 1 molecule of oxygen forms 2 molecules of water. So this is how the chemical equations are balanced. Now let us see one more example to balance the chemical equation. Now here we find iron reacts with water, that is moisture, to form the oxide form of iron and hydrogen gas is equal. Now what our law of conservation of mass says that number of each element entering the reaction must be equal to the number of atoms of each element on the product side. Let us compare. Here 3 elements are taking part in the reaction: iron, hydrogen and oxygen. If we check, number of atoms of iron is 1 on the reactant side, while on the product side it's 3. So how to balance this? Let us write 3 here. So now number of iron atoms, it has become 3 on the reactant side and on the product side also it is 3. Now let us come to the oxygen atom. On product side we find that number of oxygen atom is 4, while in the reactant side it's 1. As I said, we cannot disturb the molecular structure of the substance. So to make the number of oxygen atom 4 here, we have to write 4 outside this box. So when we write the number outside the box, this number is applicable for the entire molecule. So now when we write 4 here, number of hydrogen atom becomes 8. So now number of hydrogen atom is 8 on the reactant side, while on the product side it's 2. So let us balance the number of hydrogen atom by writing 4 here. So now if we check the number of atoms of each element on the reactant side and product side, it's balanced. So this is how we balance the chemical equations.